Hey guys, welcome back to Dwarf Fortress. We're now episode 10, I think, because I didn't render all the episodes previous to this. I think episode 1 through 9 I did all in one sitting, if I'm remembering right. And here I am, I think 7 may have just uploaded, from my point of view. So I guess if anyone leaves comments in 8 and 9, I will get to them eventually. I might just probably just do a one-off episode here today, and yeah, so at any rate, without any further ado, let's go onwards to what we were doing before. I'm going to probably set up our the design for the level right below. Um, let's see, let's take a quick look through everything here. Right below this level, which is going to be basically our crafting level. Right now, I think these are the two, and this one here, these are the few entrances that are in there right now. Unfortunately, I did dig out down here, so I guess I'm not going to have another stairway there, which is fine. Be making more to this level too. There'll be some living quarters and maybe a few other things, um, and I might make this area here either just a hallway going through, or we'll have another room with more chickens or something similar, in which those will be for slaughter, and like these will be for eggs or something like that. So that's sort of what I've been thinking about off the air. And our farms are going now. Let's actually take a quick look at our stocks. Drinks are doing good. Remember, I think I just watched 7 just today, and I noticed we just barely got the well done, and everyone was drinking water, which was not good. But we got that. The well is done. That's good. So let's get on to the design of this thing here. The hope is now what we need in this next level down. Let's go down here. So as you see here, these are our existing stairs. I have to start thinking about where the stairs are going to be on the upper level. So this might be an episode in which I'm just doing a lot of layout work. Whoops, always messed that up. Um, because I know I'm going to need a permanent furniture stockpile. This is sort of just temporary here. This will be all finished goods, this whole thing. And as you see, we don't have much finished goods anyway. But I'm most likely going to divide up the finished goods into separate stockpiles within here. So having the extra space is going to be good for us at any rate. This will be all the food, and some of the food stuff will be down here. Like I got to do a little more research into things. I keep forgetting which plants do what sometimes. I have a little cheat card here which I will refer to, and I'm thinking also before we go down there is I'm going to remove the designation on this block here, because I'm going to put doors and I'm going to put a drawbridge here, so it's going to have like double security. But I mainly want to keep this open most of the time, but once we know we're under attack or something, that drawbridge on this one will be raised immediately, and we'll probably continue to leave this one open here, and that'll lure things in for traps and whatnot. And we'll probably have some traps here, even though the trade depot will be here. Well, should be enough room so things can come in here just fine. So, I mean, it won't obstruct the wagons and whatnot. So that'll be kind of be our last line of defense. Some of these here, and I'm already determining to make my levers right around here where the stairwell is, kind of in the front. And obviously we'll have a bridge here, here, and here. I've been debating about whether to do one on this side. I might have the military barracks right here. Maybe we'll lay that out now, all this stuff. In fact, I think maybe we're going to have to start thinking about doing this level first so we know where we're going to have our stairs. So that is probably priority number 1. And I don't think I want them actually digging over here yet, though. So we'll just sort of cut that off. Let's just do a 2 wide hallway. And I'm trying to think of how I'm going to do living quarters. I'll probably just do my standard 3x3. I'm pretty generous, and I sort of want the base to be a little more a little less cluttered looking and more grand looking, you know what I mean? Um, so, yeah, I don't like that design. It's one off from here, huh? Yeah, see, I kind of like things looking even. So I'm sorry for this. Past few episodes have been like more so building episodes, so or design episodes, I should say. So what should I do here? I could just make a really big room. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with that yet. I'm not going to attach that. I'll just not attach it. No, I don't. I'm not liking this already. All right, so yeah, it'll take me a little bit to get into the swing of things here. So it would be nice to have some stairways going down here. So perhaps we will actually make this a 3-wide stairway after all. And let's just actually make, yeah, I guess that should be alright. I guess if I really want to, I can just come back and make a stairway here, but I'm not going to worry about that too much right now. Let's see here. Okay, so let's think of what the military room will be like. The barracks for the military. Kind of make them sort of the same size. I think that's a little off though. And we'll probably have a downward stairway right here. Or, well, actually up down. Let's just do up down. And so what will happen is I'll probably have this lead downwards to a target range over here. So let's actually make sure that's lined up. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, there'll be a target range below. I guess we could just hallway here. Oops. Right. That was really bright on me. Yeah, the only thing I don't like is this design here. Just having that kind of odd like that. It's a little weird. Maybe I'll just bust this out and maybe this will be just a little alcove for storage for the actual dining hall. Maybe we'll put drinks there or something. That's an idea. I'll leave it for now. So, now we should probably go back to these fully, just so we know where everything is before we design it downstairs. Yeah, see? And do this one. And I'm sort of putting them in for the upstairs too, because the level right above it, which is this one, will be almost all living quarters. And yeah, that's primarily what it's going to be. So some of the stuff over here is going to be living quarters, but sort of be like temporary ones, or maybe I could actually just do the officer ones on this level, all the different nobles and whatnot. So I could just leave this for now. Yeah, it's not really that important. Let me just actually lay these out, at least just having the stairways here. Up. And that's already done. Alright, that's good. Alright, so I think that's all the stairs that we have for now, right? No, that one wasn't done yet. There you go. Now we should have it. So this right here is like our, right here, this the stockpile, quantum stockpile where all the stone is from above. We were kind of ended up moving everything down there. Now remember, this level here, with everything in it, it's going to be both storage and workshops. So we have to think of where we're going to have everything. So I think what I want first is I want to know where I'm going to put my warehouses, which I think will be on this side, in between where the well is and just kind of all up in here. So there'll be a lot of space dug out. But I don't want them getting confused yet, so maybe I'll wait a minute here on actually starting this. I'll lay it out, but I won't have them digging it right now. So I have plenty of room both ways, that's fine. So this will be the furniture stockpile. So how's that? Let's make it really huge. So make sure I'm right number 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that's right. That's right. I could put pillars in here and make it look nice, but it's not really so much important for areas in which I'm not really gonna live so much. And what we'll have here is hallways connecting everything. And yeah, unfortunately, yeah, that's fine. Well, that's not going to obstruct anything. I'm not going to have to put one in later. Alright, so furniture stockpile. Wood, we need a large one for the wood. It's sort of similar here. I'll just put like a small pillar in the corners for now. Although the wood, I would like to get down here soon, so that might be one of the first things being dug out. Let's go up and see where we are at underneath here. It'd be nice to have maybe a stairway here, huh? Yeah, that would line up nice with the stair there. So how about kind of line that up with that. We'll do one right off the hallway here. That way, well, at least we'll have access from that corner of the base. Alright. So wood, furniture, everything else is sort of secondary. I mean you need one for gem, need one for this. Well, I'm gonna need one for the metal and all that stuff, but I'm gonna have to think about my metal industry. Ones will be more over here. So I could actually lay some of that out, the groundwork out for what we're gonna do for the magma forges and whatnot today also. So that could be an interesting one. If this episode goes long, guys, I do apologize ahead of time. I'm gonna try and keep this all in one. I have about an hour's worth of time here I gotta blow. So if it ends up being a long one, sorry. It's gonna be a lot of layout work, but I want everything to be like really precise. But I won't be designating this to start just yet, and I will probably wait for some feedback before I break ground in this area. Since I still have 8 and 9 to upload, and this one will be 10. So I'll wait maybe for some feedback in a few days when I upload these. Is this a pace, as far as episodes go, is this pace okay for you people? Because I really have hardly anyone watching these videos anymore, so I guess I'm maybe talking to like 3 people that are watching it. I really just like to know, because I'm trying to figure out why no one watches the videos on any of these things anymore. I don't know. The whole channel thing is it's upsetting me, and the lack of viewership, I guess I should say. And if fact that this is 6 is also upsetting me. So I want 7 by 7, I think. Yeah, actually 7 by 7. Oops, and I messed up. Yes, I'd really like to know that. Honestly, I want to sort of keep. I want to get these off my hard drive. Is really what it is, because I have so many episodes. I sat down and did a ton of them. So I'm sort of doing a lot of Dwarf Fortress right now. For people that actually are normal Dwarf Fortress watchers on my channel, then that's not a problem, I'm sure. But I think the thing is, it's like I don't want to flood the market with too much even of this. I can upload them at a slower pace. I don't care. I mean, maybe you'll be seeing it a month later or something. I don't know. But that does not bother me at all. I'm sort of thinking more that way anyway sometimes. So as far as like Minecraft and stuff goes, and my other stuff, Skyrim, hardly anyone watching Skyrim. Minecraft viewership dropped off like a rock. I keep addressing these things in these channel update videos, but I don't get the feedback I'm usually hoping for from people. Oops, messed up there. Why is that? All right. I'm making these extra large. I know I could probably get away with a 3 by, well, not really 3 by 3, but I could probably get away with a 5 by 5 room. But and I'll do these later when I'm actually ready to break ground. Yeah. Mainly because I might actually have like a small amount of stock of whatever they're going to use and whatever shops they're going to use. I'm thinking, because my stone stockpile is here, this whole row will be mason shops and craft dwarf workshops, more that are more geared towards stonework stuff. And so the next row down here, I don't know if I'll be able to fit. No, see, I'm not going to be able to fit things in on this side if I do a hallway right here. That's a little disappointing, but it doesn't look very well designed. Yeah, that's the only problem that's going to obstruct with that thing. Yeah, I really don't like that. So we're going to have to think of some way to, or maybe something to put in this area here if I do a hallway here. Yeah, I could actually extend these rooms and have like different stockpiles behind them. So I'll leave that open for now. So what we'll do here, because it's going to be lined up with the wood, this will be wood stockpile. So this row here will have like carpenter shop, ashery, crossbow maker. They usually do my crossbows out of wood, and anything along those lines that requires wood, like wood burners, which I hopefully won't have to use much of, but you never know. I actually shouldn't need to do that, except for maybe for lye. So do like a row of this stuff here. And we'll have a hallway going down here. We could have more. I can have another more warehouses over here. I don't know what they'll be though yet. But what I want to do is I want a, in between here and there will be my setup for the magma forgers and stuff. So I could lay that out now. And this has worked out pretty good because it's nice and close. I don't want to go too close there, but so we're going to do the magma forges, the levels right below. This right here will be where we're going to do all the magma forge stuff. So the magma forge isn't all. We're gonna have one huge room for basically everything. Magma forges, stockpiles for magma stave stone, the metal bars, metal ores. I may even have the metal ore stockpile here. But this won't all be done at once, so just keep that in mind. So yeah, that's going to work out pretty good, I think, actually. So right below us here, right here, that might be where we dig. Oops. Yeah, I messed up. Did on 2 levels by accident here. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is when I get down there, I'm going to try and do it at an angle like this because I think that's what caused me the problems in some of the previous fortresses. The hope is to have, like grates and whatnot this time. So let's see, you're right there. So what I'll do is we'll dig out a little bit right here perhaps, but no, I'm not going to designate that yet. I think we should be okay. In fact, I might not even designate this spot here. Yeah, so going up one. Alright, so we will have a nice big line of places for magma forges. I might make a second one then too. If that's the case, let's do it. Kind of like this. And that'll be like for another line of them. Smelters and whatnot. So there'll be a line here and a line here of different smelters, metalwork shops and whatnot. So we'll have some storage stuff here for everything, and maybe on the other side a little bit. And we should be able to, that should work out. And we'll have like one entrance into the room or something. And perhaps we might have to think about making, just in case we ever run into a problem where something swims into the lava, perhaps maybe making a drawbridge to close up this room. In that hopefully unlikely event where we'll get things in here. That's a possibility. I'll have to think about that. So these aren't lined up, so I really can't do a hallway between the two. But we're going to want an entrance to where I'm going to dig down. And what I mean, I'm basically going to dig down to the mine, to the caverns, and further down. Because if you remember when we embarked on this, there was deep metals, but there wasn't shallow metals. I don't remember running into too many metals up there when I've dug. So what we're going to have here is we need some sort of an airlock system where we're going to have like a main shaft going down where all of our exploratory searching will be. And I don't think I want it here actually after. I might the other side. This side. Could be closer because we're looking mainly for ores. So we want the ores to be brought up to here anyway. So let's have it connect to here. So what's going to be in here will be a drawbridge, and we need traps. And probably, let's make sure we have a lot of traps just in case something comes up from below. Now we really don't need like a 3x3 downward stairways for this. I could just do 1x1 or whatever, which I think I may do to begin with just for exploratory, exploring and whatnot. So we always expand it if we want to make it bigger. It's not a big deal. So I guess up down stairways is what I want, huh? Yeah, so what we'll do is we're going to go as far down as we can. Most likely I'll have to stop this and Yeah, it stopped at 2, but I'm sure I'll be able to do more when I actually get down there. That's fine. Let's go back up to 100 and whatever we're at. Okay, so what I don't want right now is I don't want them actually digging down there yet. So that's something that'll be done at a later point. But we really can't do much with the metal industry yet anyway until we go down there. So I might not even dig this stuff out for the magma forges until I get down there first. So I don't know. I'll have to think about that. And I'll have to haul a lot of it up to where I'm going to have storage. So that's all I'm going to have to think that out some more. But this is just sort of what we're doing today, is laying out a few things for. I think we're going to need more shops here. Another row. So I'll do another row here across. And it's basically a hallway. Oh, and I'm trying a different version of Dwarf Therapist, in which it actually shows some different levels for which you'd almost have to see some videos on it. I don't know if I can explain it right, but Dwarf Therapist is a tool that, for those of you that don't know anything about Dwarf Fortress at all, um, it's the tool used to kind of assign tasks. That's sort of an external program. Now there's a more advanced version of it that somebody made. Basically, it's sort of like there's the original version that comes with the Lazy Noob pack, and then there's this version that I've seen of this one guy's Let's Play of Dwarf Fortress recently that I really like. That version, I'm gonna try and use it. Unfortunately, I can't really get that to record with Fraps because it's a desktop application and it's kind of hard to explain everything. But I can only record Fraps. I can record Dwarf Fortress with Fraps, but if I were to, I'm gonna have to basically, if I'm gonna record those sessions, and I don't know if people find that kind of stuff interesting, looking at a spreadsheet and me assigning tasks. I could do it on air, but I have to use my other recorder. And if there is an interest in it, I will do it. I'll show it on air, but we could go into a lot of detail with this one if we really want to. And I could show you all my thought patterns and why I'm doing what I'm doing. But that's it's not something right now I'm really all that interested in doing. So what's going to happen is when we first start this, I'm going to just have them go at it and probably dig these storage areas out and all this. These two we won't designate for now. So that is basically the layout of the workshops, in which I will probably maybe add another row here or two if we really need them. But I don't think we're gonna. I think that's probably going to be enough room. So what I'm going to do now is just I'm going to make a living quarters section here. I thought I was going to do it here at least. I keep rethinking maybe I'll do the nobles quarters here since it's on this level, and maybe we'll do it above. I just gotta make sure I don't go too far that way to interfere with this. I may end up at some later point making an area where my dwarven archers could shoot into the area where the kill zone is, or it's going to be. I'm going to have lots of traps, like I said, along the death curve here. So yeah, that's a possibility. So let's just really lay this out. It's sort of the main hallway. Oh, I don't know why I'm going this far down, but I'll leave that off for now. So this is directly above this. So they're all pretty close to their workplaces and the eating place. Right here. So this is the area where I'm sort of want to center my living quarters around. Now, I could go up further, which I may do. I may actually make this sort of like using kind of an optimal design by going up and maybe not putting a lot per level. Actually, I think I might just delete this entirely. Yeah, so I may just go up from here. So the design I'm going to do is, I guess, 3x3 rooms. That's pretty opulent for a dwarf anyway. I mean, I've seen some people designing stuff like just like this, or like a cross shape. I mean, you're chiseling out 4 less spots, and you have a bed, and this you can actually walk over the cabinet and the coffer in each one. I guess I could do that. I can go ultra. I'm not all that interested in efficient. Oh, I want looks. I guess what I really want is looks for this base. I've said that before, but I actually kind of like the look of this design. So maybe I'll try that this time and not do 3x3, just for a change of pace. I don't know. So let's actually try that. If I do it's like a cross shape. Then you have a door. So basically, it really is gonna be like a cross shape then, huh? Maybe less digging. And it'll look a little better when you're looking at the layout. So I have another hallway here. This could probably just be 2. I just sort of go from there like that. I don't think you guys are gonna find this really all that interesting to me to lay out here, but I just want to make sure. If we go too far. Yeah, see, I knew it was gonna hit this. Now it's not gonna look right. Ugh. Yeah, let's see. Who says it has to line up perfectly? And if it's not gonna line up perfectly, you don't need to be 3 wide. It needs to be 2 wide. Whoa. Alright, so this will be the design, basically, of the living quarters. I'll have, I guess, a row of them here, going down here, and that'll be most efficient. We'll have, we're not going to go too crazy. I sort of want to show you the layout of one level, but this might end up boring you to death, so I'm going to lay out all of them right now. So it'll be like this, and I'll have them on this side too. And we're going to do like a similar design over here, in which basically just copies this. And then what we're going to do is we'll do it up down also. So it's all there, everything's not too far from the stairs. I could put some over here, I suppose. Maybe I'll do that, but as of right now, I think these guys are gonna get bogged down with this stuff too much, because I think this is all connected. Yeah, so then you're gonna end up digging this out now. I really didn't want them to do that. I sort of wanted them to finish this room first before I did that. I may go back and change these also. I still don't know what to do about this little space here. Yeah, maybe I'll just open it up. Now let's make a decision about this too. I think I am going to make that into an area for maybe like just for slaughtering the ones that I'm going to slaughter. I mean poultry that I'm going to end up slaughtering. If it is poultry, I may end up getting anything that can live underground. I'm going to slaughter, and I want them to breed. I'll put them in here. But the thing is, the problem is the grazing animals won't survive down here. They tend to die. So yeah, that's sort of a problem. We have a few grazing animals, so I do need to get that. I know I had one more dog trained last episode, right? So I really need to get him kind of placed maybe here in case we get ambushers or thieves in. So let me see who is in this one. Yeah, we do have 2 war dogs and a couple puppies. So I will unselect that one war dog. Hopefully I will remember which one he is. And we're going to set up another zone here. You could actually do it with a restraint. I've seen people do it with just like a 1x1 zone. Set up another pen pasture. Go in. Let's put that one dog here. I don't think that'll obstruct the trade depot from being put in here, to my understanding now. So yeah, I'm letting it go a little bit. I just want to see where they're going to start digging. Yeah, I figured as much. That's fine. One thing I am going to do though, so I'm going to, any unnecessary digging, just don't do right now. Just save them a little time here. Fine, go do it. Alright, so we know what we're doing. They're going to go for it. Hopefully they'll go. I'd almost rather have them do the dining room first, but that's fine. Well, dining room's a little over half done. As soon as I get this done, though, the dining room done, this stuff just moved in. I think we better maybe build that bridge now, huh? At least build it so it's there. I have it here and I have it kind of raise that away, right? Yes. Oh, let's see. Marble's good. I don't know if I can really build this here until this gets dug out. So wait on that. And because we don't really need wagons going through here, I could actually make that sort of a door design where there's 2 doors and a post in between right here also. Possibility? Maybe? I don't know. I guess that is it. I think I'm going to end this episode. I know I've gone really long for the episode. Yeah. So yeah, just let me know, guys, whether this is an okay pace for you. I could just keep shooting episodes and like forever, and whenever I upload them, I can just do 2 or 3 a week if this is too much for you. I don't think anyone's watching. So yeah, no one's watching. So that's what I was complaining about in the channel update video. But yeah, it's fine. I'm still gonna keep doing this. I don't want to be a quitter per se, but obviously if no one's watching, at some point it's like why am I bothering? It's a YouTube thing maybe, because I know there was a whole video out from a guy I watch called Wow Hobbs. He does World of Warcraft videos. He kind of went on this little rant, and he was pretty upset that a lot of his videos weren't getting viewed. Of course, he's a big name channel and all this, so yeah, I mean, he showed the stats and all this, like his viewership dropping off and all this, and I don't think it's so much content, you know. I think it's like every one of us puts out content. We put our hearts and soul into it. I shoot this. What? This was like an hour episode maybe, and it'll take an hour to render. No, actually, maybe 2 3 hours to render. This is a much longer one, and it'll maybe take an hour or two for upload for this one. Yeah, I don't know, maybe a little longer, depending on the length. And we do this like daily. I'm getting paid zero for this, so I'd like to turn it into some sort of a business and go full time too. So I just it just isn't happening here. I can sit here and blame YouTube or blame myself for maybe the content not being good enough. I don't know. I've looked at a lot of Dwarf Fortress Let's Plays recently, and a lot of them have 1,000+ views. And the quality of the stuff they're doing isn't any better or worse than mine. I'm not saying I'm phenomenal or anything, but I've seen worse making Dwarf Fortress videos and actually getting decent viewership. You know, so well, whatever. I can't figure it out. I've been trying to and I can't. So I guess for now, guys, I will end this one. I'm hoping to hear a little bit of feedback from people if anyone here is watching Dwarf Fortress at all anymore. I will continue with this one nonetheless until the fortress reaches a point where it's dead, or I quit the fortress itself because I'm bored with it or whatever. But I will. This fortress, I just wondering whether it should be the last one or not. I guess that's sort of what I'm asking. I'm hoping that it'll get discovered by more Dwarf Fortress fans and people because I did quite a few episodes in the last season, and not a lot of them got a lot of views. Some of them, like earlier on, did, but yeah, I don't know. Oh, he's building the bridge already. All right, cool. I'm gonna stop here, and we'll catch you guys next time. Matter, I'm signing off. Adios.